As far back as I can remember, I have been obsessed with ghost stories. I have been obsessed with anything that's to do with hauntings or spirit or orbs or anything that seemed to be out of the ordinary. Now, I was very privileged being brought up Catholic. I was brought up believing in God and angels, and we had protection and prayer. And although I am so grateful for that, I'm also so grateful that I actually revoked my religion and I stepped forward into my spiritual self and I asked, Dear God, universe, source consciousness, show me what the truth is. And ever since, I have been on an extraordinary journey of self-realization of what my very own truth is. So, yes, I'm still obsessed with spirit and ghosts and orbs, but now I've got so many tools that I have added into my human library of how to communicate with spirit, what entities are, elementals are, how to like work with angels and ETs as well as like dragons and mermaids. So now my library is full and not so limited. But I've got an extraordinary gift of mediumship. And I have received an extraordinary download from the cosmos, from God, the universe, source, whatever you want to call this greater consciousness, to let me tell everybody that everyone is a medium. Now, the reason why I woke up and realized I was because I could see that in my family line, my mom and my grandma, my great grandmother, my great great grandmother, who was locked up in an asylum for the rest of her days, that because she was so fucking psychic, I know that it's in my DNA. So I've been able to harness that energy, surrender, and really come into a space of show me the way. Now, I've been on this journey for a good 8, 9 years now from my big awakening when I was 33 years old, and I started questioning everything. And I believe we all come into a space where we start questioning, what if what I was told isn't actually correct for me? We have a whole lot of gratitude for that experience, and we take the golden nuggets and then we forge forward and we make a new legacy to bring to our children and those that come after us. In this video, I'm going to share with you the three, in my opinion, most powerful entity clearings on the planet. Now, I do have another video which is called The Basics of Entity Clearing or something like that, that I'll link below. So go check that out. And I go into more depths about what entities are, how they attach, where they come from. But in this video, I just want to get straight to the point, and I really want to connect with you and see, what has your experience been with spirit, with entities? Has it been a good experience? Has it been a challenging one? Like, I would love to know. So please feel free to leave me a comment. Please feel free to like this video if you found it helpful. And I'm pretty sure you can even save it these days, so you can come back and you can refer to it at any time. And if you really love it, go ahead and share it with your bestie. So, okay, I'm going to share with you the three most powerful entity clearings I believe that are on this planet right now. Okay. Now, I'm going to let you know, if you don't want an entity clearing today, you might want to jump off. But if you are open and willing to receive a full-blown entity clearing, the words and the processes that I'm about to share with you will do this instantly. Now, this is something that I explained in my last video that actually changed my entire life. And it is the number one that I teach. It's the number one thing that I teach in my magnificent mediumship certification. You can find all the details down below if you want to go deeper into it. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy the ride. Okay, the first one is very, very simple. Who does this belong to? Return to source consciousness. This entity clearing statement is extremely powerful because it's not just about releasing spirits or, like spooks that might be in the house or whatever. It's not about that. It's about all energies and thoughts, even. Thought is an entity as well that has attached itself to you. We create connections all the time with human beings. Every single day, we're connecting with human beings. You're connecting to me right now, and I to you, right? Because time is not linear. But every single day, we are receiving energies and entities, and we're not cutting the cords to that, and we're not actually returning that energy back to sender. So we need to say, who does this belong to? Return to source consciousness for every thought that is negative, for every like pain. Sometimes I know one of my mother-in-laws, she gets, yes, I got two. She was getting pain in her wrist, like extreme pain. And she is a very Christian lady, a very, very good lady. And she does a beautiful work for God. That's how she lives. And she's doing gardening for an old lady. And she was like, I was getting all this pain in my wrist. And I was like, you were like totally empathing on the lady that you were gardening for. And she's like, yes, because she had a really, really, really bad wrist. So this is what happens is like, who does this belong to? Return to source consciousness or return to sender, if you would rather say that. And then what actually happens is it will leave you. The thoughts will leave you. The pain will leave you. Sometimes we're in emotional despair because we're actually empathing on the collective. So if you can say, who does this belong to? Return to source consciousness. It will go to the true white light and it will be transformed. Okay. So I hope you've enjoyed that one. Let me know how that one feels for you and do a little check-in. Maybe you're like, oh my gosh, my headache's gone. My pain's gone. I don't feel so emotionally like, held down anymore. Like it is a game changer. Okay. So the second one. This is the one that I use for children. So I used to go around to children's houses when they were having night terrors. So basically, if we have an entity attached, we can have night terrors, we can have mind chatter, we can literally be insomniac. I didn't sleep for like freaking years. It felt like years, and I felt like I never slept because of all this mind chatter. We can have pains, we can be exhausted, we can be craving foods or alcohol or something like that when we don't usually. So it's quite bizarre what having an attachment can do to you. So I like to help children and I don't want them to be scared. They don't need to know about this adult jumble bumble, right? So what I do is I get a wand, okay? And I've got a wand. Where is my wand? Here it is. I get my wand. You can just use a crystal if you want. I just love to be, dramatic and create a show for the children. But what I say is only love and light lives in here. Anything that is not of love and light must leave immediately. Literally. And then what I get the children to do is I get them to like hold a power move, if it's a little boy, I'm like, superhero cape, can you see it? I use their imagination. You can go as much as you want. This is really, really great for kids. Crystals are fantastic as well because, of course, they have got an energy to them. Really important to cleanse your crystals as much as you feel like you need to because they pick up and absorb things. A bit like lemon or onion in the fridge. It absorbs all of the odors in the fridge. Okay, crystals are a bit like that. They like absorb like so much energy around them. It's really important to cleanse them. So that is the second one. Only love and light lives here. Anything that is not of love and light must leave immediately. And I love to go, okay. How did that land for you? How's that feeling? Let me know. Do you use something similar? Now, you don't have to just use these. You can definitely use your very own entity clearings. These are being used quite a lot, so they get an energy behind them, just like words. Words have got energy behind them. So these are the three that I have found in the last 8 years of doing this work, like every single day, are the most powerful, and I've tested many. Okay. Are you ready for the third one? Let me know. Okay. I command all entities to release their hold and step away from me now. Why is this so important? Well, I'm not going to go into it too deeply. You can go check out the other video for that. But it's so important because we want to release all entities. If your grandma is still kind of attached to you, or like an ex-lover or ex-boyfriend, like whatever, like if anyone is attached to you and they haven't gone through their processing, and this is something I teach much deeper in Magnificent Mediumship certification, but if they haven't gone through their processing, which is a whole thing, and they haven't left you yet, they will start draining you. We do not want any entities attached. Now, when I first heard of this concept, I said to my mentor at the time, what? I don't know. I like talking to the spirit that's with me, who's teaching me. And he said, no, you can talk to that spirit, but we do not want them attached to you because it will make you sick. And this is actually the thing that I work with very, very, like, as a number one thing when people first come to me in a one-to-one space or magnificent mediumship. I'm like, look, we have to make sure that you don't have entities attached to you, so you're a clear channel. Now, they can come and they can go. I've just recently helped my friend pass over her dad. So he passed away 6 months ago. He stayed around for a good 6 months. And in the last few days, it's been time for him to actually go through his processing. He'll go for a wee while and he'll come back, okay? Just to let you know what I'm talking about there. But it's very important to let spirits know and to let yourself know that you will not hold on to any, because you cannot host them. You're hosting your very own spirit, okay? How's this landing for you? Let me know in the comments. I cannot wait to read and see what's resonated with you. Okay, so let me say that one more time now, and I go a bit deeper into this in the other video. I command any entities to release their hold and step away from me now. I've got a few different variations in the way that I say this, but this one in particular is a game changer, and I've just adapted it to what I feel like is the most powerful for me. Something I teach in MM as well is making up your very own entity clearings and energy shifting statements, and then putting your energy behind it. And I know for so many of my clients, I have had hundreds of students go through Magnificent Mediumship certification, and they've all said that these are tools that they use from business to relationships to their everyday life. Okay, my friends, that is the 3 most powerful entity clearings that I have come across. I have curated, created, downloaded from Spirit in the last few years and backed up with a whole lot of energy. I invite you to try them out and let me know how they go. You can come and say hello on the Awaken Community of Victoria Bond on Facebook, Awaken with Victoria Bond on IG, and of course we've got the website, the $1 Million Medium podcast, a lot of juicy content for you to dive into. We've even got free programs as well as the Magnificent Mediumship certification, where you can come in and be a medium and do light language and learn all of the stuff deeper with me being your mentor. I hope you've enjoyed today. Take it easy, go drink some water, go do some grounding, and well done for doing this deep work.